Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Markets to Watch from Smack the Markets for week commencing the 2nd of September. So this week is the start of autumn, it's the start of September and maybe the start of better trading conditions. But this week, be aware, we still have quite a lot of news coming through the wires here for traders. Today is a holiday in the US and it's also a holiday in Canada as well. But we have quite a bit of news coming out throughout the course of the week, particularly around the sort of global positions with regards to sort of the economy and the world economy. And of course, at the end of the week, we end with non-farm payrolls as well, which is another very big event as well. Now, before we take a look at the markets, there's a couple of announcements that I'd like to make. I mean, first of all, if you like our commentary and the way that we trade, our sort of methodology, come and join us at Smack the Markets. You can register to receive our market reports twice a week into your inbox by registering at smackthemarkets.com and signing up to our newsletter. Also, if you'd like to come and trade alongside us, we run a trading room where we share our analysis all the way through the trading day. This is the European trading day. And also we share our trades that we're taking in the trading room as well. Now, the trading room is most active from 8 o'clock in the morning through to around sort of like 6:30 in the evening UK time. You can join up. For a free trial for 2 weeks. And the reason I'm telling you is because the prices will be going up. So if you join, you lock in at the lower price and that price stays with you for as long as you are a member of the trading room. So let's go and take a look at the markets, and let's take a look at a few markets here that we're keeping a close eye on in the trading room this week. So first of all, US indices. Now, these have been very volatile over the sort of past few months, as we can see. And now, well, the market's now sitting at quite an interesting sort of price point. So as we've seen really with all of this sort of price action, it's been a case of sort of which way is the market going to go next. Been flipped around on news events and also Twitter events as well from the US. But at the moment, it's sitting really sort of quite interesting at around this 26 sort of 200 sort of price point. It's a level that we can see here on the daily that's been significant support and resistance in the past. And at this moment, going forward over the next couple of days, the question is, which way is this likely to go? Is it likely to drop lower? Are we likely to pick up any kind of trends in either direction? At the moment, because the market's so range bound, it's impossible to see any sort of trend structure here. So I prefer to trade these intraday and sort of pick up the direction and the momentum of the day's price action. So we can see that we've got some very distinctive landmark lines in the markets at the moment. We've got 26,200 where the market's sitting at just above that price point at the moment. Below there, we've got that key 26,000 level. Above it, we have a very key level at 26,500. So I think the way that I'm going to be looking at this going forward this week is to pick up the intraday momentum and start to look for trading opportunities towards those major sort of key levels. At the moment here, if we take a look at this on the 4-hour chart, you can see sort of 26,250 is a bit of another level that we've got in here on the 4-hour chart. There's a couple of minor levels going to the long side, but 26,500 looks in line with the current sort of trend structure here. But below 26,250, we've got 26,100, and then we've got that 26,000 level. So either way, whichever way this market sort of moves over the next sort of couple of days, we've got some very distinctive structure points where we can look at trading in between. Now, when we come to have a look at commodities are as mixed as many other markets at the moment. Probably one of the more cleaner markets that I'm preferring is copper. If we take a look at this from the higher time frames, you can see that copper is in a fairly well structured short trend at the moment, and it's broken underneath that sort of 2.6 thousand level here. So still looking sort of nice to the short side. On the daily, which is more where I'm sort of more interested here, is that we've got a better trend structure here, and the market just kind of sort of breaking through and sort of selling off from yesterday's sort of candle here, or the last daily candle. So a break below this puts it into a bit of free space below price action, and that's really what I'm looking for. So if we take a look at this on the sort of 4-hour time frame, you can see that there's a bit of a level formed here on the 4-hour time frame. Underneath here, I'm looking for short opportunities, at least down to the sort of previous low here. You can see that previous low on the 4-hour also coincides with the daily as well. So plenty of distance to the short side there on copper. Now, if we come and have a look at currency markets, one that I think is to keep an eye on this week, or certainly the first half of this week, is dollar CAD. Now, I know both of these markets are closed today, but they are still open in the sort of currency markets, and dollar CAD is coming up to a sort of rather interesting price point. If we take a look at this on the higher time frames, we can see that there is a decent sized sort of trading window that the market's in at the moment, up towards that sort of 135 level. Now, that's a huge move on the weekly, but even if we come down to the daily, you can see that here on the daily chart, we've got significant sort of resistance just above sort of price action up here. And we've got a level here that the market's tested multiple times. So getting above there puts us into sort of free space up towards at least toward 134.5, and getting up there is where I'm certainly interested. So getting above the recent highs here on the daily, above that area up to 134.5, looking for that sort of move to be filled. So again, opportunities are likely to be on the lower time frames. We can see that the market's sort of pushing up towards those sort of levels at the moment, and that gets us away of all of this sort of consolidation and all of this resistance that, once the market's above there, will become support as well. So there's a few markets there that we're keeping a close eye on in the trading room at the start of this week. I certainly hope it helps, and look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye for now.